Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Cut.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Tyler Lockett, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Niners take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Slam. Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Now Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They run with Breida. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. A gain of 32 that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
54. Mike's 50, go. Hey, tight.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
13. Hey, come on.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And the return will stop right around the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There's Garoppolo to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down. Carson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
0-0.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Garoppolo now. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Now it's Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Deuce. Chopper. 13.
From the 31, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wilson. Flush to it, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
15 yards.
Here's Breida. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
One, Omaha. Tighten up, tighten up. 81, man.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 26 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Wilson to throw. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Bang out, bang out, bam, bam.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. This is Mostert. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Check black 54. 21. Here we go.
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
65.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. With Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
19. Front left.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop him? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. On 2nd and 9, Wilson being chased out left. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
SOS. Hey, alert. Check. Hey, 0.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. 40.
You get 1 or 2 yards, and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really...
They will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job. Yard line at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term?
There he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 66 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a give coming right is Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big